What's up, everybody? This is Kenny Cummins here of Chilling with Kenny C right here on TMVcafe.com, bringing you entertainment to your ears. Kicking off tonight's show, which is on the eve of International Women's Day, is a Nashville multi-genre powerhouse. She sings, she raps, songwrites, she produces, she directs. The woman literally does it all. And her latest single is called Cage Bird Screams. That is available on all streaming platforms right now. She goes by the name of Phenix Red. She's with me right now. Good evening.
Good evening, Kenny. How are you?
I'm good. Great to chat with you, and thanks for being back on the show.
Of course. Thank you for having me again. I love talking to you.
It's great to chat with you. So I am rocking this throwback of, of Phoenix Red. She actually got it for me on the first interview we did, and I don't. I've been wearing it. I wear it a lot on.
Really?
Yeah, I've been wearing it, and people be like, "Oh, who's that?" I said, that's my homegirl out of Nashville. You know, Phoenix Red. She talented. She dope. She sings. She raps. She does everything. You should check her out. So, I thought I'd spread some Phoenix Red awareness on here in Kentucky here.
I love that for me. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. It looks good on you too.
It's definitely one of my favorite hoodies for sure. Um, so it's been a couple of years since we last chat, and you definitely been busy since then. I've been walking the singing side of Phoenix Red, and now I'm starting to hear the rapping side of Phoenix Red. And you've been going in with the rap joints, with the bars and everything. I want to start out with that. Talk about you starting to get on the rap side of things. Like talk about switching things up a bit, showing that versatility as an artist.
Yeah, thank you. I love this question. So like I don't ever I don't claim rapper, but I definitely love that I've gotten into hip hop because first and foremost, I am a lyricist. Before anything. Lyrics are my favorite part of creating. And so I think like with all of the southern urban hip hop scene that I had been kind of surrounded with, I just a lot of that has like come through as inspiration with my artist project and my last few records over the last couple years. And I love that hip hop was born out of like wanting to speak on real change and like angst and so much power. And for me, when I used to write my pop songs, I would always have label people or, people on the back end be like, hey, maybe we should cut some of these words out. You're throwing too many words in there. It's pop music. It needs to be, like 4 bars and like minimal. But for me, like that's what hip hop opens up is like the ability to kind of just say everything I want to say in 16 bars and get a little bit of my angst out. And so, yeah, I just love being free. Like, I love being able to express whichever way that is. And I like not being held back. So I'm glad it's being received well.
Well, I've received it and I take it very well. I'm definitely digging it. The songs you've put out throughout the last several years, like Goat, Cleavage, my personal favorite, I Just Need a Fan, Do You, and your recent release track, Cage Bird Screams. Um, and that's the beauty of being an independent artist, is that this is coming from you. This is the path that you want to go with, and showing, you said it yourself, you're lyricist first, and getting that chance to express yourself lyrically the way that you have, is awesome. you from Nashville, and you definitely showing that, hey, that's more than what the perception is in Nashville. There's a lot of artists of different genres, pop, hip hop, rock, country, and everything that's out there. And you've always stand out to me as far as the Nashville independent music scene. That's showing, hey, we got something to offer here. Like, just give us a chance, give us those venue opportunities, and let me show you what I can do. So you definitely been one of my favorite artists over the past several years, with what you've been able to do.
Thank you so much. I really like really means a lot to me, for real, because there's a lot of independent artists out there right now. So the fact that I can stick out in anybody's world at this moment is definitely a blessing. Thank you.
Absolutely. So let's get to your latest single, Cage Bird Screams. I'll talk about how this song came about.
Yeah, well, I've gone through some things in the last year or two that has really opened my eyes to, how many cages I've put myself in, or I've allowed other people to put me in, or my perception or my belief systems have um, put me in. And so I've been really taking ownership of that and really allowing myself to kind of break free from those um, iron bars I put myself in, because a lot of times, when you grow up, you go through certain things, and in your adulthood, your mind and your subconscious mind kind of creates these like defense mechanisms and these barriers, to like protect yourself. Like it's your brain's way of surviving. And so I've kind of been facing a lot of those. And kind of breaking out of them. And, when you allow yourself to be caged in your own mind, you allow and manifest other people around you to kind of do the same thing. It's an outward expression of what's going on the inside. So um, I kind of yeah, I busted out and I wrote that song. And yeah, I mean, Cage Bird Screams is a revolution for me. It was a reclaiming of the self.
Reclaiming indeed. We all go through instances like getting older, and you go through personal experience, you go through hardships, you go through betrayals, you go through all those types of things, and it's like you wonder, man, why is this happening? Why the
Yeah.
and sometimes, and that's stuff that you don't get to learn. You don't learn from school. Like, they teach you all these subjects, but they don't teach you like life situations. So
100%.
we have to learn things on the fly, and
Mhm.
hopefully be around people that gives you some good input and some good advice. So hearing the story behind this song, it's like it definitely shows that, hey, I'm still here. I'm still here. You ain't gonna knock me off. I'm gonna keep striving. I'm gonna keep working. I'm gonna keep pursuing this dream, and there's nothing you can do about it. I feel
Bam.
like, and and it's a vibe too. It's definitely a vibe. Like, while we getting into these feelings, like, I feel like that's also unique feel. Like, you can vibe to it, and still feel what you're saying. Like, get some that's the substance behind it. So
Yes,
I think,
100%.
so you vibing and some substance, like, that is possible. For artists out there, like, you can have a message, and while just having to, vibe into the tune. So I definitely dig this track. I really do.
Thank you so much.
So we're getting into the final weeks of winter, getting into spring. Weather's gonna get a lot more decent and everything. So what else you have on the horizon? You got more music in the works. You got maybe some shows down the road. What's next for Phoenix Red as we approach the spring season?
Yeah, actually, Kenny, I promised myself I was going to release 15 songs this year.
Mm.
So I'm about to be really busy. So everything that I've been holding on to, that I've just like been putting on the hard drives, like I am not holding back, no perfectionism, no like overthinking, no trying to plan 4 months ahead of time. No, I'm just gonna literally flood the system. I'm gonna let it all out. I'm actually in the studio right now working on a debut album. I want to put out my debut album, I think started next year, like a full length. So I'm gonna kind of just word dump the rest of the year and just shoot hella visuals. Because I've been working in LA a little bit and I've been directing and editing for other people, and I actually just started picking up the camera. So now I'm kind of like a little bit relentless. So I'm going hard in the dirt.
I like the energy. She says she's going with relentless, and
Yeah.
15 songs. Hey, bring it
Yeah.
on. Bring all the songs you got. I'll definitely be playing it on my show for sure. I'll definitely be playing Cage Bird Screens down the road. So, hey, whatever you
Ooh,
got in your arsenal, right here. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm ready. I'm
So
ready. They're gonna be a wide array. So it's gonna be like, oh, I didn't know this out of Phoenix. I mean, I'm really just gonna pop off.
okay. So as far as the songs, like this song, Cage Bird Screams, is a feeling type of track here. So like, how much of Phoenix Red are we gonna get more some party turn up red? Are we gonna get more feeling driven red? Like as far as these songs you have in the archives right now, like what type of red are we gonna get at least the most out of with these songs you have coming out?
Man, it's probably gonna be a mix, but I will say that there's definitely some more of like I'm just popping off, like turning up, which is not normal for me because I've lived my life like so serious and so disciplined. But I just decided I just needed to express my full self, and a lot of times with my art, I write about what I'm feeling at the moment, and so I'm a very deep and contemplative person. I spend a lot of time thinking about philosophy and mindset and this human experience. So like a lot of my music like has tended to like kind of reflect that in some way, but I'm still like a really sassy, funny person. So I think you're actually going to see some more of the full spectrum personality is what you're going to expect for sure.
Or full spectrum. I love it. I
Yeah.
love that for sure. So you mentioned you're getting on the director's side. You're going be, behind the camera per se, not just for you, but for other artists. Talk about that experience going into director. How's that been for you?
Well, I've been directing my videos since I started. My very first music video for Piles of Gold, like in 2015. So there hasn't been a single visual that I've ever put out that I haven't directed. And I started doing all the editing as well because I got really sick of paying people to do it and like mess it up because I would have this whole vision and I would direct it and put all this effort just for somebody to hand me like a really crappy edit. So I got into editing and then I kind of just got into this flow. And then over the last couple of years, people have kind of reached out to me to collaborate with them. And, like I definitely want to shoot movies and short films and like documentaries. Like my ideas, the way that my brain and my channel work is it's just big ideas for me. I don't really like that's why TikTok was always so hard because these small, like quick, flat fit, like short form videos. It's not how my brain works. Even my simplest concept is like a multi step production, like even for like, so it's been really challenging. But I think that's why I've been doing some more work here in LA and getting really into like hands on the I don't know, I was gonna say hands on the knees, but that's not what I'm doing. But I'm definitely just getting my hands into it. Now I'm holding the camera. And now it's like for me, it's funny because I called to rent a lens the other day and they were like, what kind of mount does your camera take? And I was like, honestly, bro, I have no idea. Like I just started pressing record. Like I know I have a vision. And so my biggest thing is like I love to work with people that have had their vision let down. When you go through all of this as an independent artist, and like, you pay a lot of money, you put a lot of effort into putting a visual together for a song, and then you get the video files back and it's like, what were they doing? Or like, how did they think that that looked good? Especially with women, like it's like filming a female artist there's just so many different approaches with the angle, that like, I don't know. So I take a lot of pride in creating a safe space and really bringing people's true essence to life. And that's my mission on that.
I like that. You doing your own videos and just showing, that's your vision. Like obviously, music is a collaborative thing, and getting input for other artists is cool. It's teamwork makes the dream work. But every
Yeah.
now and then, it's like how your music is. You know the feel for it. You know what vision you want for your visuals. So sometimes, you gotta take matters into your own hands. Uh,
Yes.
so you showing, hey, I can do this, and I do it very well. And I seen the videos myself. Very very lovely visuals. Um, very very artistic. you know, and you done an outstanding job with your visuals, and now to see that now people want the rub off of Phoenix Red. Now they want you to be on board with some videos. So I think that's awesome, and with this being Woman History Month, and with this being on the eve of International Women's Day, you know, we still deal with this male dominant field of all, music and things like that. We got to get more women to really get the chance to express themselves, to, whether it's just directors or just artists that want to direct, just show them that, hey, we could do this too. Um,
Yeah,
I
100%.
so
I think like, yeah, I mean, they just haven't had the same opportunities, but, I see a lot of that morphing, at least at this moment in time, and so it's been really great to see, like, some of my best friends that are not only artists, they're also female sound engineers, female producers, and it's crazy that there's even still, a stigma or a fight for that right now, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's not worth it anymore, just let people do what they're best at.
yeah. Stay in the lane per se. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I've had this sweatshirt, this hoodie, for years, and I've wear it mostly in the fall, the winter. People be digging it, and it's definitely been one of the popular hoodies that I do wear to public places. Um, So, with this new music you got on the way and the new visuals, I'm just wondering, as a longtime fan of yours, are we going to get some new merch from Phoenix Red in the foreseeable future?
1000%. 1000%. It's in the works at the moment, literally.
Uh, all right.
So yeah, we're coming. I don't know if I'll ever be able to beat the MF Down like era though. I mean, like I'm sorry, but the most iconic cover art, like stop, can't even. And that's the thing about putting out these songs, like 15 songs, right? Like I'm I'm literally like I'm making all my own cover art. Like I'm just, like to me it's all about being able to keep up at this moment, but I actually happen to be also a great graphic designer, so I will be designing most of the merch. Add it to my list.
Wow, you're gonna be one busy lady with
I am
everything.
so busy. I'm also launching a podcast, Kenny.
Oh, okay. So what this podcast gonna be about?
Well, I just want you to know this is the exclusive like announcement of that. I have not said this anywhere. There's no evidence of it anywhere. So this is the first
Uh,
announcement that I'm just soft launching right now here with you. It's going to be called the rebirth effect. So it's going to be focusing on people's moments of rebirth, the moments where they they were at like their ends meet, like we're all was lost, but they kept going. I want to focus on like those stories where it gives people hope because life is so like up and down and like there's so many mysteries to it, but like even when you hit that moment where you think you can't go anymore or some curveball comes in and you just like you feel like you've been knocked down, you don't want to get back up. It's usually like those moments like that are at the hinge of the greatest moment of your life, and it's really being able to push through and just not give up. And so that's like why I went by Phoenix. That's my life motto. Like you don't have to be afraid of anything that's happening in your life because everything is literally happening for you. So it's about shifting that mindset from a fear-based mindset to an autonomous mindset, which is allowing actual freedom and abundance to come into your life. So I really want to inspire people that no matter where you are right now, your outside reality can absolutely change in an instant when we fix our inside and when we just don't give up. So it's going to be a lot about that, shifting mindsets, subconscious healing, like shifting our belief systems and creating the lives that we want out of the darkest moments.
that is awesome. Thank you for announcing it right here on this particular show.
You're welcome.
So the rebirth effect is coming soon, hosted by Phenix Red. So get ready for some motivation, inspiring, driven platform that Phoenix Red will have in place. So that's very exciting. So I'm very thrilled. You continue your evolving, you continuing expanding yourself, and I'm so proud of you for
Thank you.
everything you have done over the course of your career, and it's just so good to see that you're still pushing, you're still working, grinding, doing, letting people know who Phoenix Red is, and this cage burst screens, kicking things off on the new year for you. And this woman literally said 15 songs. She's coming for your next. So
Literally.
literally, so go check out Cage Bird Streams, available on all streaming platforms. Check her out on social media at Phoenix Red, um, Instagram. Check her out there at Phoenix Red Music and Facebook as well. Thank you so much, Phoenix Red, for reconnecting, for joining me, and congrats on everything. And I look forward to seeing more of you and in the foreseeable future, and updating my Phoenix Red collection because
Hey.
so I do like this. I do like this. It's dope. So I'm out. This just shows that I've been walking with Red for a minute. So
You're an
I'm still
OG.
in. So OG, I'll take that gladly. So thank you so much, Red. Continue success, happiness, and everything else coming your way. I'm definitely gonna tap into your podcast for sure. I'll definitely check that out too. So thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Kenny. I had a great time being on here.
You have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
You too. Let's keep in touch.
I will do. All right, bye bye.
Bye.